Hello and welcome to today's video. So in today's video I just wanted to sit down and basically just talk about where I've been and what's been going on for me the past couple of months. Shut up, hang on. Look at the sunset. Anyway. So no, you can't have a go at me. I'm wearing a Christmas top and I've got my Christmas bedding on still because it's December. It is the last day of the year, but it's December, so I'm allowed to do that. So yeah. So, second year. Headed in thinking I'll be able to film every single week. I'll be able to put out content all the time, and yeah, that didn't happen. The workload is really hard. There is so much work, even more than first year, and I found first year a lot, but I suppose first year was very different in terms of adapting to living situations and just adapting to university online life. This year I've had to deal with some things being in person, having to deal with actually going to university and figuring out where things are. I've had to deal with not housing problems, but living with a different bunch of people. I've had to deal with my own problems and trying to get through those, as well as deciding that I was going to enter the world of applying to placement years and year abroads, which took up a lot of time. I'm not going to throw any spoilers. I'll do a whole video on my year abroad and placement year applications and stuff like that, but I just wanted to kind of sit down and talk about how second year is for me.
Nope.
Here we go. Look at the camera. Ah! Look, Snowball. Ah! Eat me. No, we're not doing biting, remember? Second year is kind of the year when you're not kind of you're not spoon-fed everything, so you're kind of, there's a lot more independence around the work that you're meant to be doing, and all my assignments tended to be more clumped together in terms of when they fell throughout the semester. This was because in first year we basically had like something every week, so it was a lot, but they were like worth like 3 or 5%, so they were added up, and obviously first year doesn't count. In my degree, second year counts 34%, and then the other 66% is on final or third year. So I've got the pressure in my head of, oh my god, it counts, and oh my god, I want to do everything. So at Manchester we have the Stellify Award, so I decided that I was going to do that. It's an extracurricular award, and you have to do 25 hours of volunteering to help to benefit the wider community. So I decided to create posters for poorly children through PostPals, and I've done about 18 hours and I really enjoy making them, and I think I've sent out like 7 or 8 posters so far, and I really enjoy doing them. Obviously that's time consuming, but that's something I do that really relaxes me, so that's not been too bad. But in terms of the Stellify Award, I've also had to take on 2 roles of, or 2 years of a role of responsibility. I've been trying to sort my own mental health out, which ended up crumbling, and I ended up being in hospital for just over 2 weeks in slap bang in the middle of the semester. So I was 3 weeks behind on work. I had to try and have to deal with that. I wasn't allowed to see my parents or anyone. It was a really bad environment, and I was just stressing even more. Finally I got out, and I was just kind of trying to pick the pieces up ever since. Obviously I can't really vlog in a hospital, it's not right, and I didn't really have much to say anyway. But I think one thing is that I really kind of need to take care of myself, so I'm starting therapy properly, finally anyway, well some kind of therapy, in a couple of weeks' time, and obviously that is going to test me, and it already has been. So I need to make sure that I put myself first over university, because at one point I did think I was going to have to drop out, and I did think I was going to have to do some of my units for semester 1 and semester 2 instead, but luckily I've got through them all. Well, we've not had semester 1 exams yet, they're in about a couple of weeks' time, but semester 1 teaching I've completely done, thank God. It was really hard, but I just keep having to tell myself it is going to be hard, like this degree is going to be worth so much to me when I finish it, because I would have been through a lot in that time. I already have been in the whole half my degree that I've done already. That sounds really scary, but yeah, life has hit me, reality has come with that, and there just comes a point when you do kind of need to take time for yourself, and everyone's mental health suffers. I've noticed that a lot more this time, especially my mental health, the people around me's mental health. I've really noticed just the whole atmosphere change and stuff like that. Obviously, not obviously, but I got diagnosed with autism after about 6 years of waiting, and I got diagnosed about mid-September, so I've kind of been trying to adjust to that. I've been trying to kind of do that in my head, but now it's kind of official. It's really about learning what it means for me, and I think that's really important because university is really hard for someone who is, I don't know if the word is neurodiverse, because everything's different. I see the world differently. I don't see it as a bad thing. I probably see it as a good thing, to be fair. It's something that I have to learn what it means for me, because autism is different in absolutely everyone, and no one with autism is the same, and it portrays itself in different ways that I still don't know are my autism that I need to learn about, and learning ways that help me cope and help me manage when maybe I don't choose the most healthiest way to manage them. So mental health's been a really big point for me over this semester, and thankfully I'm home and I get a break, and I was really happy for a break. I was really drained at the end of the semester. I was like, I'm so done. And then I remembered why. I was like, this time last year, Boris sent us all home in like that window. So actually we got sent home in week 9 rather than week 12. So it was a whole 3 more weeks that I was not used to before. Also, it gets darker earlier. That affects everyone, and I just tend to find that I do better in the summer in some ways, in other ways I don't, but with me there's always something going on behind the scenes, always something mentally that I'm struggling with, and that has affected my university work. Obviously I get mitigating circumstances and all that jazz, but in terms of being able to enjoy myself, it's meant that I've not been able to do what I've wanted to. Like, I really enjoy filming, but I've just not had the motivation, and I've just simply not had the time to do it. And now that I can sit down, I have got a little bit of time before I have to start my work again. But now I just thought it'd be a really great time to just kind of relax and chat about how second year is treating me, because it's really, really hard. And hopefully I'll look back on this video and think, oh, I did it, when at this time it's very stressful, and every little bit of work you just think, oh my god, so much to do, and it's just learning about how to navigate it, really. So this semester I had 6 units, and one which is psychology, career management unit, which spans over the 2 semesters. So this semester I did social psychology, cognitive psychology, developmental psychology, stats and data analysis. Then I had 2 optional units that I picked. I picked communicating with confidence and sign language. So I really, really enjoyed my units this year. Some of them I don't like as much as others, but that's always going to be how it's going to be, and this will help me pick my units for final year, where I will be able to pick hopefully ones that offer me or play to my strengths. I don't know what my strengths are. I used to think it was essay writing, but I've not wrote a single essay this term, and I've got like 3 to write in exam period, and I don't feel comfortable with essays, so I don't really know what my strengths are at the moment. But whatever they turn out to be, hopefully I will pick modules next year that play to my strengths. In terms of my 2 optional units, they were both completely in person, which was a really nice change, and they were both kind of more creative and basically just really valuable in terms of life skills, and I really enjoyed my sign language and what I learnt from it, and I picked it up really quickly, so that was a really nice skill that I think everyone should have. I feel like I'm really, really proud of myself that I've learnt it, because it's not easy, and I've really picked it up easier than I wanted to. Unfortunately, I can't carry it on next semester because I'm not allowed to pick any more credits for this year, but it's something that I'll definitely consider doing more of in the future, as it's been really valuable for me and it's been very good. In terms of my content, the rest of them all my lectures have been online, and everything else, including lab classes, seminars, tutorials, and what else is that? Lab classes, seminars, tutorials, and drop-ins, they were all in person. So I had to venture to university for the first time, and that was hard. So it was finding where classes are, meeting people, met some really good people in my classes that I really, really got on with. I've been in lectures that I've dragged on for ages. I've been in lectures that I felt were really helpful. not lectures, but I've been in sessions. I've had to navigate university, gone to the library. I've not gone to the library all of last year. Now I actually do like the library. I've experienced the LEG, which is the 24/7 kind of study space. I've gone to the SU. I've kind of explored what there is for me in terms of university facilities. I've joined some societies. I went to some sports bits. I'm actually doing university things, which is very nice compared to last year where everything was indoors. In terms of next semester, I will do 5 units. So the 5 modules I will take next year or next semester is perception and action, cognitive neuroscience, mental health and interventions, forensic psychology, and personalities and individual differences. I'm really looking forward to these. However, as currently stands, they are all in person, and I've not had an in-person lecture ever. I've actually got used to it being online. I've enjoyed being able to kind of rewind, and I've also enjoyed being able to play it on 2 times speed when they talk really slow. But I've made it work for me, and this is something that I really need to kind of get my head around, because as part of my autism I really like to know what's going on, and I really like to be really prepared, and I write lists for everything, so I really need to kind of work out how I'm gonna make next semester work for me. But those are the modules I'll be doing. In my head I'm kind of like it's 5, whereas you did 7 last semester, so it won't be too bad, but I'm just tricking myself because I know it's going to be a lot of work anyway. But I just kind of wanted to give you an overview of what I will be doing. Obviously I have my exams in a couple of weeks. I will be recording results to my semester 1 exam results, which I think I'll get in March. I really don't know. I've not even done the exams yet, but I will be recording that as usual, and as you can find the other ones from all my first year, I'll put it up here now. But basically I just wanted to kind of fill you in and say I am still here, I am still creating content, albeit not as often as I'd probably want to, but I just kind of wanted to let you in on some things that are going on, as I like to be quite open, and I think I'm getting there with opening up to people that can do stuff to help me, and also it might help some of you if you're in the same situation. And I just thought I'd kind of give you a chat, show you my cats, because who doesn't love pets, and then I will probably have more information for you in a couple of weeks when I will be posting my video on... I've had a post-it note with about 8 video ideas sat on my desk, and I've just not been able to film it for months and months, so now I'm slowly getting down them. But yeah, next you'll be having placement year versus year abroad, as this was something that I just don't see anyone talking about them. I know some people are like, do I do a degree with, like, straight degree, or do I degree with a placement year? Whereas me, I get the choice. I get like, do I want to do a placement year? Do I want to do a year abroad? And I just needed to like put them head to head and just kind of talk through them. So that'll be the next video. But I just wanted to say thank you for watching. If you stuck to the end, thank you. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you for the next video. Bye!